BlakGooseTV family, what's good with it? Salute to y'all. I appreciate y'all. I know y'all being like, whoa, Fluence, yo, chill, bro. Like a Saturday night video, a Saturday night boxing video. Usually we do Fluence lounges at this time. Usually we be chilling. What's this coming from? Well, y'all already know, man. Y'all already know. Y'all already motherfucking know, right? We had the Tyson Fury Dillian Whyte fight earlier today. Make sure you guys check out that Fluence Lounge. I had my boy Zen in there with me. It was lit. We had a good time. We talked. Really enjoyed the fight. For me, I gave it 1 out of 10. I gave it like a 4.5, and maybe that was me being a little salty because I thought Dillian Whyte was going to do a little bit more. Zen gave it a 6.5. Last one gave it a 6.5. So people enjoyed it a lot more than I enjoyed it. Either way, make sure you guys go check that Fluence Lounge out. Hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. But what is this video about? This video is about the possibility, and let me not even say the possibility, man. Strike all that out. Tyson Fury versus Francis Ngannou is next. Ain't that some shit, right? So in my era, right, I'm a young gun to some people. I'm an old nigga to other people. It all depends on what generation we talking to, right? But for me, one of the most unprecedented, one of the most like I could never even think this would even happen, the unthinkable when it came to combat sports was Floyd Mayweather versus Conor McGregor, right? Ain't nobody ever thought that was going to happen. When it comes to my era, right, that was one of those fights where I was like, what the fuck? Now, some people before that, they would talk about Muhammad Ali going over to Japan, fighting and rising, losing that to the kickboxer. I can't remember specifically who he fought. Y'all go ahead and correct me below in the comments, but we've seen these crazy exhibition fights. We've seen Floyd do exhibition fights, et cetera, et cetera. But when we're talking about high level combat sports where everyone wants to stop what they're doing and watch what the fuck is going on, we're talking about a crossover between two major combat sports. I would say the biggest thing that has ever happened was Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather, right? Logan Paul and Floyd, they tried to, replicate that or tried to duplicate that, however you want to say it, but Logan Paul had no fighting background. He was just a guy. He was a social media guy. So everyone was just like, this is some bullshit. But Conor versus Floyd, we was like, what the fuck? We got the biggest UFC star versus one of the biggest boxers in the world. They finna fight. Let's see how this goes. And all the Conor McGregor fans was like, hey, he might win. He might do this. It was MMA versus it was literally MMA versus boxing, right? And that's what made it so big. Logan Paul versus Floyd Mayweather was not MMA versus boxing. It was a social media fighting a great boxer. Anyways, so during my era, and still it is my era, thank God, you know what I'm saying, God willing, that was one of those fights where you're like, I never thought it would actually be made. I never thought it would happen, but there it goes. Now, we're moving along, we're moving forward, and we have something that's been speculated for the last year and a half between Francis Ngannou and Tyson Fury, and supposedly, apparently, accordingly, and allegedly, at the end of the Tyson Fury fight where he KO'd Dillian Whyte into oblivion. Dillian Whyte, I still love you. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. You still have a lot of big fights out there that you can have. Don't let this bring you down. But with that being said, after KO'ing Dillian Whyte into oblivion, he brought Francis Ngannou into the ring, started talking about a potential fight, a crossover fight. Not only is it going to be different from the Floyd and Conor one, but it's going to be different to the extent where they're going to have rules that can complement both fighters. So we're talking about maybe MMA gloves, leg kicks being allowed, something similar to what you guys saw in one championship with DJ Demetrius Johnson against the legendary kickboxer. Excuse me, I'm forgetting your name right off the top because I don't got nothing in front of me, but I know who you are, brother. And obviously, I want to say like Rotang or something like that, Rotango. And I'm saying it wrong. I'm sorry. I should have probably not have said nothing because if you want to be real, someone was like, hey, I'm trying to remember Fluence, one of them, but that's the guy I'm talking about. I'm like, man, nigga, I would have preferred you not to even say anything than to say my name wrong. So excuse me if I said the name wrong, but it's going to be something similar to that one championship already done. So don't think this is brand new. One championship is already done this with DJ and a legendary Muay Thai kickboxer. But now this is what I want to give you guys as my perspective before we play this video, okay? And you guys see the reaction. I want you guys to know this right now. Anyone who's saying Francis Ngannou versus Tyson Fury isn't going to happen, you're wrong. Okay? Why are you wrong? Because UFC is such a big fucking entity. Is such a big fucking entity. I said it twice just to make sure you guys, I'm saying you heard me the first time, but if you didn't hear me the first time, make sure you hear me the second time. They're so powerful. They're not going to allow Francis Ngannou to fly all the way overseas into London, into the UK, sit ringside for a fight, and then be called in on national broadcasting, television around all these fans, 90,000 plus fans, and say, hey, yeah, I want this fight next. The UFC is not going to do that because UFC don't play like that. That's a conflict of interest. So guess what? If this fight was not going to happen, Francis wouldn't be there. Why? Because UFC would dead it. The only way Francis is in that building, the only way he's in that ring is if Tyson Fury and his team, Frank Warren, Bob Arum, Top Rank, Frank Warren Promotions, etc. They called the UFC and said, hey, look, we want to make this fight. This is the stipulation. This is the terms. What can we do to make this happen? Negotiations. And now we're at a point where like UFC is like, I'm happy with this. I'm happy with what we have in front of us. Francis, go ahead, sit ringside. Let them call you up. I'm telling you right now, this fight is bullshit. Francis wouldn't be there. This fight is going to happen. This fight is going to happen because the UFC would not allow Francis to be in that ring and them stating all these different things because that's a lawsuit waiting to happen. If none of this was cleared by Top Rank, by motherfucking Frank Warren, by Bob Arum, none of this was cleared, and they just said, hey, we're going to fly you out, Francis, on our own. Fuck what the UFC says. We're going to bring you into the ring. Fuck what UFC says. If they did that, that's a lawsuit waiting to happen. A big-ass lawsuit. And some may say, oh, well, no, Francis has every right because he hasn't re-signed with the UFC yet. Technically, he's out of contract with the UFC. Great point. Absolutely amazing point. Damn good point. I'm telling you right now, that's not true. You can't talk about a potential MMA fight or a potential crossover fight, and he don't got a promoter behind him. He don't got nobody sticking with him. He ain't going to do this as a free agent. Trust me. Because he does this as a free agent. You really think the UFC is going to be like, yeah, come back over with all that power, all that star power. I may be wrong. I may be 100% wrong. But either way, I went 7 minutes into this thing saying my opinion when it should be a reaction. So let's go ahead and get into the reaction side of the game. And if you guys disagree with anything I said, drop it in the comments below. But also don't forget to hit the like button. Also don't forget to subscribe. Be part of the Black Goose family. Let's get it. Let's get it. It's gonna be actually, let me stop there. Right before I let that thing go too far into what they're about to say, I also want to say this as well. Francis, I see the chop. You know what I'm saying? I know you getting them little hair implants so you can have the fro. You want to have the fro. Anyways, okay, all right. That's me being stupid. All right, let's go ahead. Let's listen to this thing. Let's see what they had to say.
With different type of rules, MMA gloves in the ring, kind of like mix up.
Let me turn it up some. I'm gonna rewind it just a little bit, y'all. So bear with me.
It's gonna be a hybrid fight with different type of rules. MMA gloves in the ring, kind of like mix up, make something a little different.
Mike Tyson Fury, and Francis Ngannou, not one.
Whoever this guy was right here, he was so damn shook. He called Tyson Fury Mike Tyson. And I like how Francis was like, it's going to be a different type of rules. So we're going to have MMA gloves. Like, he made it a point to be like, nigga, this ain't no boxing match. Nigga, I'm finna knock you out. Also, Ngannou, goddamn, you a big motherfucker. They say you only 6'4", 6'5". You don't look just 6'4", 6'5", standing next to Tyson Fury. Let's go.
To mix it up. Here we go. We'll see what happens when they step into the ring, octagon, or whatever it is.
Hey, don't mess around. So we know we finna have that. I'm gonna play it back. Let's go ahead. Before we get into that, I'm gonna play it back just one more time for the people. Look at this. Check it out. Let's play it one more time. There's another clip too.
It's gonna be a hybrid fight with different type of rules. MMA gloves in the ring, kind of like mix up, make something a little different.
Mike Tyson.
Him saying that Tyson nodding his head the way he says, like, you don't speculate, you don't talk about something that's not going to happen with such specific details. There was too many specific details. It's going to be a little bit different to switch up. We're going to have a different type of rules, MMA gloves, etc. Tyson Fury saying, yep. It's going to happen. So let's take a look at some of the reactions from the MMA community when it comes to Tyson Fury. Because Tyson Fury is going to be in the MMA community soon.
When they step into the ring, octagon, or whatever it is.
By the way, salute to Excellent MMA 2 for this video. Y'all check that out. Subscribe to the channel. And we salute to Francis Ngannou was next versus Tyson Fury. Hawani, I think this is it. This might be the final curtain for the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. Wow, Tyson Fury brings Francis Ngannou into his post-fight ring interview and says they will fight. Going to be an explosive fight when it happens. I know the MMA community like, damn. This part playing. Dylan down as Thomas Fury is literally garbage. Shows why Jake Paul went to fight him. Okay, that's random as fuck.
Liberty Mutual.
But all right, how you guys feel about that, man? Let me know. Drop it in the comments below. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Subscribe to the channel. Be part of the Black Goose family. Stay motherfucking positive as always. Blessing to y'all. And don't let nobody get you down, because if somebody gets you down, all they're trying to do is bring you to their level. And if they can bring you to their level, your whole entire perspective should be, I'm going to get the fuck up out of here because I know I don't belong.